Thank you for joining me. This video is about Venus being placed in the 7th house of your chart. Remember that I use Sidereal zodiac, and this is obviously all about Venus not being afflicted and in good condition. So we know that Venus primarily is about family, choices, making good choices, money, self-value and resources, therefore bank accounts, savings, education, family values, family resources and early education through family. It kind of rules food, what you eat, things that give you enjoyment, passion, harmony. Luxury and comfort are ruled also by Venus, sensuality, creativity, all of the arts, media, music, perfume, marriage, partnership, commerce, business, diplomacy, things like devotion and charm, social skills and etiquette and compromise. And 7th house is obviously an angular house. It's a karma house as well because it's a house of desire. Karma is K-A-M-A, not karma. And also house of, as I said, house of relationship, other people, how other people see us actually as well. Marriage, spouse indicator, and all our relationships all fall into our 7th house. And it's obviously 10th houses from the 10th house is our career, very much shows our career. So this also shows that the moment you get married, your career really takes off as well. Having Venus in the 7th house activates your relationships, kind of long-term relationships activate your 10th house as well. So 7th house of desire, really, it's so this is basically a person who wants balance in relationships and is looking for somebody who is beautiful. So the most important choice for all of us is relationships, really. So these people are they in a house of desire. They are really very stimulated by relationships, sex, intimacy. The challenge is, though, when you have Venus, the significator of love and marriage, is in the 7th house. We always know that if indicate, in Vedic astrology, when a significator of a house is in that house, it's going to give you some problems. It doesn't deny you anything, but it will be, there will be some challenges there. So there will be too much 7th house stuff. So it'll be high sex drive, wants to be intimate, intimacy is very much ruled, and beauty. So they can be like, is somebody who's constantly kind of noticing beautiful things, which can be obviously love relationships. But also he's looking for somebody who knows how is beautiful, as I said, beautiful, can compromise, somebody who can give them balance. They also want somebody who understands the give and take in relationships, because obviously this is Venus. Venus likes to make good choices. So if I'm giving what you're giving me in return, give and take relationship, both sides have to have an input, equal input, They're socially aware and have fantastic etiquette. They're looking for passion in their life, sexuality, sharing, caring, but they're also great at business, great at mediation. They're commercially astute. They're agreeable people. They make great lawyers, solicitors, want partners to be happy as well, So it's obviously they're the sort of people that, if Venus is in really good condition, a good house, the partner will give you gifts because they just want you to look beautiful. They are they're stimulated by that. So, but obviously this gets better as time goes by, where they can be much more committed. Obviously it depends on other things in the chart as well. This is very kind of just looking at things about the you know, the general things about Venus in the 7th house. But it's a beautiful placement. It really is somebody that, you know, you can be really good friends with them because they just know how to enjoy life. And when I was looking, so many of artists and the people that are actually legends in their field have 7th house Venus. People like Bob Dylan, Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, you know, they have this charisma and their people are totally devoted to them. So let's have a look at a couple of charts now. Okay, actually, I noticed Paloma Picasso also has that. So, you know, they just literally, their name lives on because there's such a devotion towards them. The very first chart I'm going to use is Michael Jordan. I'm a big fan of his, and actually there's a fantastic Netflix documentary on him, which, you know, he's such a driven guy and he's worked so hard for his craft, so it's amazing. And you can see that he's a Gemini ascendant and he has Venus in his 7th house. And obviously this is for Gemini ascendant, Venus is a really, really good planet. It's their 5th house ruler, so it brings all that good karma into this lifetime. 5th house is sports as well, and investments, things like that, and it's gone into the 7th house, so it gives them a fantastic Raja Yoga there. And it's also looking at the 1st house, so it's 5th house ruler looking at the 1st house as well, so another Raja Yoga. It also is the ruler of 12th house as well, so it means that he had this amazing success abroad as well. So literally people in foreign countries, they might not know much about you know, sports in, you know, faraway lands, but certain names like Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, they are just like well known in around the world. And it gives that wonderful, as I said, devotion. Will be the followers literally are devoted to these legends. Really, I would call them legends rather than artists, because their name lives on beautifully after they have they either retired or passed away or something. And then let's have a look at Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, obviously, such a charismatic chap. He's a Cancer ascendant, and in his 7th house he has Venus retrograde with Mercury, Moon and the Sun. So he has like 4th house and the 11th house ruler Venus in his 7th house, which gives him a Dana Yoga and, you know, a really strong Dana Yoga. And it also means that it's also with the Moon 1st house ruler, so it gives him another Dana Yoga, with the 2nd house ruler Sun, which is again another Dana Yoga. And Rahu is in his 2nd house of earnings, you know, massive money, the same as Michael Jordan actually. Let's just have a look. Yeah, he has Rahu in the 2nd house as well, so massive wealth. So yeah, so you can see that people just absolutely adored him. You know, it's just having 7th house, you know, so many planets in the 7th house, that how famous he was, you know, and people devotion from all around the world, you know, because Mercury rules his 12th house as well. So very, very beautiful chart. So it is a great placement. So I don't want you to feel like, you know, but it is obviously, it gives you a lot of relationships, and that's what you're here for. People should never feel bad about, you know, the placements in their chart. Obviously, if they're difficult, you want to sort of, once you have the awareness, you work on it, don't you? So that's the beauty of astrology. But generally speaking, wonderful placement. And you can see that they have also, because Venus is aspect in their 1st house, gives them that beauty and as well. So thank you very much for supporting me and watching my videos. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you very much.